So I'm playing Far From Noise. I don't know a whole lot about the game. I got it in an Ichigo bundle a while ago, over a year ago, I believe. And I'm finally getting around to playing some of the games from that bundle. And this is one of them. So, here we go. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Right. Just breathe. In. Out. No sudden movements. Everything will be alright. It's probably not even that steep anyway. Or deadly. Definitely not deadly. Undeadly. Lively. It'll be just like the log flume. People queue for these kinds of thrills. Almost at the front. Next stop, fun. Okay, all I've got to do is not panic, and everything will be alright. Just don't panic. Panic-free zone over here. People have been in worse situations than this. And have been totally fine. Just gotta keep that positive mental attitude. It's a beautiful day, and I can get through this. And right now it's just me and you. We're in this together, Carlos, you beautiful rusty skeleton. At least we have that. I could get used to this. Every day I'll wake up. Crack my back. Look at the sunrise. Think about love. I'll just live with the plants and the animals. And you, Carlos. I'll become a poet. Scratch my heart and soul into the windows and doors, and cast myself to sea like a message in a bottle. Spend the rest of my days with my fellow seaweed. And then I'll die. Dead and buried at the bottom of the sea. With nothing but a failed life and a wet car to leave behind. Great. Alright, girl. It's time to take action. Ocean, I've got to take a rain check on our rendezvous. I have a feeling that trying the ignition is probably going to push us off. Damn it. I thought you were done breaking down, Carlos. I can't afford to wait all night this time. Come on, Carlos, back to life. If I ignore the wind, it isn't happening. Not helping. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Crap. Oh, God. Crap. Holy God. I'm still here. Carlos, why did you choose now to break down? Like, is that it? An engine failure. A passing breeze. That's it? Everything just done? Over? I don't know. Maybe this is fine. Maybe this is just how it ends. It's gonna end at some point, right? I'm just skipping the boring bit. Probably. Whoa. Sweet Jesus, look at the size of that thing. Don't panic. It's just a deer. They're friendly, right? They're just like oversized dogs. Hey, psst, deer. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'll take that as a no. Unless he's ignoring me. Are you ignoring me? It moved. What are you looking at, dear? Do you see something? Or are you just being wistful? That's cool with me. What are you doing? What do you want? I'm sorry for being here. It was an accident. Can I help you? Perhaps. Huh? Can you understand me? There are none happiest in this world, but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. Is that a yes? Right, so can you hear me? I can. Holy God. Well, my mind melted sooner than expected. Pleased to make your acquaintance. The feeling reciprocates. We've met on a significant day, Woodland Boy. Significant how? I'm glad you asked. Today, I have decided to go insane. Is that so? It is so. And how did you decide? Decide what? To go insane. Firstly, I drove off a cliff. Secondly, I talked to a deer. Thirdly, thusly. Yet to be written. Uncharted. Uncharted. The vast unknown is which I befriend an elk. And then die. Not an elk. Sorry. What were you saying about horizons? There are none happiest in this world, but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. I don't think this qualifies for freedom or happiness. Your soul is free to follow the flow of the ocean's tide. You've got a funny idea of free, my hoofed friend. You are alive. For now. You have an ocean of possibility before you. You mean the ocean? The literal ocean? Well, you have both. But the feeling of looking deeply across an ocean, there is no parallel. The pulse of the tide, the sigh of the breeze, captivating elusive horizon. You've simply been gifted an anchored perspective. Fortunate, I would even say. I admire your optimism. I really do. But it's too late for that. I've already checked out. You seem to still be clutching on to me. Only just. If you are alive, that is enough. That is all. Alive or expired. Well, then I'm in limbo. Is this how you envision limbo? To be honest, kinda, yeah. I suppose in time, all becomes clear. You really are an unrelenting fountain of encouragement. Thank you. Above all else, we have hope. What the hell am I supposed to be hopeful for now? Getting out of your current situation? Assuming that is your ambition. The hanging off a cliff situation? It is a situation with a conclusion. The conclusion is not out of your control. Can I ask you something? Potentially. Am I actually balancing on the edge of a cliff? Yes. The edge of an immeasurably steep cliff. Great, thank you. Not at all. How am I supposed to get off this cliff edge, dearie? Breathe. Slowly. Breathing? It is a start. Then what? First, take a moment. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Count backwards from 5. At 0, exhale. Okay, that did help. Wonderful. You can gain clarity and perspective when you slow your thoughts to a glacial pace. Now, what are you going to do? Somehow drive back to safety? Have you tried? I could give it another go. Okay, bad idea. That did not sound quite like the correct noise. It was absolutely the incorrect noise. What is the problem? The engine is dead. So you are trapped in that contraption. This contraption has a name, it's Carlos. Apologies, we were not introduced. Perhaps coasting so close to the coast isn't so wise. With a problematic engine such as yours. Perhaps, yes, thanks for the advice. It is the least I can do. You could get me a latte. Aside from that. A back rub? Not quite so pleasant as you envision. I do not have the tools required. Fine, don't grant my dying wish. You are not dying. I'm pretty close to death, my friend. What can you do to distance yourself from death? Wait, I guess. For what? Wait for the engine to cool down. time may not be on your side in this case. How long must we wait? Like the whole night. Let us hope you make the whole night. Comforting! Perhaps you should explore other avenues of escape. Like what? Have you considered getting out? Well, no. A viable option. Okay. I'll give it a try. This is risky. Oh, yep, that's really risky. Okay. Nope. Looks like we're here for the long run. So, why are you wandering here? It's a strange place to be. I could ask you the same question. I'll tell you later, as you wish. And anyway, I totally asked you first. I drift as a cloud to the various places that call to my spirit. This is one such place to watch the world unwind. It is beautiful. I'm glad you agree. Not everyone can appreciate what lies before them. It's been oddly calming. I always find it to be so. Do you always come here? I go where I am drawn to. These cliffs have always held significance. It seems the hands of fate pointed us both here today. What drew you here? There is something special about this edge of the world. Well, I mean, I don't pick any old rock to throw myself off. I have taste. Does this place feel strange to you? I don't know what it is. It feels significant. Like we're the only two left in the world. For all we know, we are. That doesn't bode well for the fate of the planet. The planet will continue on. Probably better off. What do you think it is, the significance? Everything. Combined. 'Cause, 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 What you feel is sunbeams streaming through the sky, weave through the every hum of life on this cliff, until they sing. The significance is the harmony, the sum of life. Okay, so sunbeams, weaving. What? It is simply everything. Together. In unison. Do you feel like you belong here? I wholeheartedly do. I'm trying to take it in to distract from the whole about to die thing. But it's difficult. How do you not just feel like a spectator? Spectator? I'm like a fly stuck on a snow globe. Not like I'm part of some grand, beautiful design. Largely down to your perspective. Like a narrow mind. An obscured line of sight. Obscured? Blurred. By the arrogance of youth. By the glass of the windows. Oh. You cannot hope to experience the universal totality and grace of nature when your view is warped from the outset. Even if I could get out and bask in the sunbeams or whatever, how am I supposed to feel all connected? You have to extend your mind beyond the car. What for? The car is insignificant in relation to the whole. It's significant to me. When compared with the grand impression of the world on the mind, on the soul, the car is a minor detail. This car is my entire world right now. In this moment, this is how it feels. Your life hangs in the balance. The threads of your fate lay exposed. The car holds you captive. What matters is what is outside. Outside the car? Yes. Outside, let's see, we have the ocean, the sun, talking deer. Whenever I have found myself in a worrisome situation, far from hope, far from resolve, I have always found the comfort to be in nature. What if your worrisome situation is nature? Sometimes you have to stand over the brink of fear in order to know truth. To stare into oblivion. The moment of perfect exhilaration will offer clarity. A tranquil restoration. This is your idea of tranquil restoration? Yes. It is a manner of thinking. It's a manner of death proximity, actually. But right this moment, you are given the chance to look. You are brought here to this grand spectacle for a reason. Here you can witness everything. Let the wind wash over you as a wave. Let the sunlight pour into you and fill your spirit. My spirit's already full. Think about it. About what? Your situation. Okay. You marked out your options yourself. My options. Yes. Wait. Still? Wait. Still. In the meantime, you have an opportunity. I do. I invite you to focus your attention on the horizon. Just the horizon. The horizon. What do you see? A line? Look deeper. Truly look. Until the world slips away to nothing but you and the horizon. While days unfold, I find my sight fall to the sea. Time turns circles while the tide draws breath. I hover before myself, suspended over waves, like a bird. Along drifting currents I sweep the surface to a fold. Where I become light. A flake of glass. The tide exhales. In transparency I return. It does make me feel kind of tiny. This I have found to be true. If you do not feel miniature, you are not looking far enough. So, I see what you mean. Like, look into the horizon. Or just around. And you can feel the connection. Something meaningful or deeper or whatever. Like you belong. I think that's what I'm looking for. You'll not know until you let go. I'll try. Would you now care to share your reasons for coming out to this place? Yeah, sure. So, background check. Yes. I was studying. The study of what? Marine biology. The ocean? Sweet Mother Ocean. And all her kitties. Fish kitties. And Sweet Mother Ocean is your true calling? I think so. Kinda impossible to know, right? It is more of a feeling than a knowing. Yeah, I guess so. When did you start to feel it? Let's see. So I can kind of pinpoint when my aquatic obsession started. Yes? Alright, so when I was a kid, we went on this trip. Just a holiday, visiting beaches somewhere hot and Europe-y. Normally I'd go out swimming with my dad, but this one time I went solo. You were what age? I think I was 8 or 9. So there's me, swimming along with these massive goggles on, looking for all these bright little fish in the rocks. When I see these teeth sticking out from between the rocks. Teeth? Teeth. Thin, spiky teeth, slowly opening and closing. Like this nightmare face laughing at me underwater. I swam back so fast. It was kind of amazing. And that inspired you? Teeth? Honestly, it scared the living daylights out of me. I had nightmares for years. But at the same time, I was so fascinated by it. This horror movie monster was living down there this whole time. No one sees it. And for like the longest time, I couldn't stop thinking about it. How many other weirdo creatures are down there, you know? Did you ever discover what the creature was? I'm pretty sure it was an eel. They're totally harmless. In darkness, the most innocent creature becomes a hellhound. I was petrified, but also hit with this wave of inspiration. I went crazy over it, read a million books. Totally obsessed over whales. Whales? Did you know a blue whale's tongue weighs as much as an elephant? That is something else. Right? Imagine having an elephant in your mouth. I love it. It's so mysterious. So you dedicated your life in search of solving the ocean's mysteries? You could say that. I could. Well, I was studying all of this. I see. And then I wasn't. I left. You left. Studying the mysteries of life? Yeah, I guess that's ongoing. I left university. Abandoned my prospects of a good old life. What led you to leave? I don't know. I just didn't feel like I could do it. Like, I'd waited for such a long time. And when it came, it was so overwhelming. It wasn't what I'd imagined. And I didn't feel like I could do it anymore. Maybe I'm not smart enough. What if you never went? What difference would it make? What else am I gonna do? You would figure it out. How? Whatever you are meant to do would make itself clear. Fall off this cliff? Perhaps that is it. Why not make this meaningful? I can't just decide to give things meaning. Surely that is all you can do. Then everything is meaningless. It only means nothing if you deem it so. So it all meant me dying in a car. It all meant something. But for now, perhaps it means watching the sunset on the edge of a cliff. Why did you come here? Just see the waves and hope my life becomes clear. I thought if I looked out, I'd feel like everything matters. And does it? I don't know. It does not always work that way. I find some of the most important realizations come not in the moment, but after. In normality. When your mind wanders back to this place, then perhaps you will find clarity in clouded times. Well, if the engine eventually works, maybe I'll find out. Precisely. Life is not over. I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to it. If I get the chance. Where were we? Life. Life. Are you ready to bear witness to life's conclusion? Who is to say it concludes? You mean the afterlife? A new beginning, perhaps. It's the beginning of being dead, which isn't much of a start. Could be. Who's to say? Who indeed? You like the angel of death or something? What do you think? I don't know what to think anymore. You're baffling, dear. Are you an angel? In every sense of the word, no. Why did you choose this place? Hidden away, lost in space. We used to come out here when I was a kid. I used to love it out here. I would count how many faces I could see in the rocks. Mostly dog faces. Little rock pups. We actually had to stop coming out this far for a while because I would get too sad that the puppies I could see were trapped forever. And I'd never rescue them. I think my dad was worried I was going to jump over after them. He was right to be afraid. I kind of just wanted to see if I could still spot them. Memories can house great comforts. Sure can. Have you seen them? I'm not sure I need to anymore. To be honest, circumstances aside, just being here is enough. Oh hey, look at that squirrel. Good evening, friend. Such a cutie. I wish I was that squirrel right now. I'm sure she has her own trials to attend to. But they're squirrely. I'm gonna call her Meg. What if she already has a name? Until I find out, Meg will have to do. It's perfect, young Meg. So small, so carefree. The world is just a playground built just for you. Dancing among the leaves, just brushing the surface. Oh, young Megan has come over to say hi. Hi, Meg. I think you're beautiful. Oh, Meg, so zealous, so full of life. Have you come to whisper me a secret? Is your voice too tiny for ears? Oh, watch your step there, Megan. I'm not exactly glued on here. We could pick this up later if you'd like. Sorry if you're not into Meg. What about Mavis or Marge? I'll just stop talking. Marjorie, be careful. It's a long drop. Oh god. Oh my god. I am so ready to get off this cliff. When did it become night? It approached without a whisper. I didn't even notice. Oh man, look at the stars. I don't even remember the last time I saw this many. You never see the stars? Where I live, you're lucky if you see the moon. That must be isolating. They mean something when I do see them, at least. In days of absence, I will long for a night sky. Don't you ever find it a bit overwhelming? Overwhelming? Just blocking up all the everythings. Billions of light beams glaring straight into my soul. Ah, but the stars are here for us. They share the night with us. But why bother? Why should it mean anything? They're too far away to matter. Distance is nothing. They are as much with us as I with you. Think, does anything offer this same tranquility? Nothing lulls the soul lost in reverie as the stars. Shards of glittering glass suspended over us. Yeah, they're beautiful, just isolating. Try this. Focus your gaze on a single star. Okay, I got one. Consider the journey that lone flicker of light has roamed. A strand of silver weaves its way across the galaxy, streaming through celestial clouds, across the backs of shimmering worlds. A lone light finally finds itself here. Lucky star. I just can't fathom things too infinite. It's painful. The beauty of the night is its ability to levitate you weightless one moment and swallow you the next. Oddly enough, it is actually nice being out here. Quite the night. Where's the moon at? Behind you. Just out of sight. Ain't that just the way? On countless evenings past, I have found myself here, gazing up at the moon, lost, weightless, suspended in time. All the while, the stag in the moon gazes back. The stag in the moon? The stag in the moon. You do not know it? I think you mean the man in the moon. The man in the moon? I suppose we all see a reflection of ourselves in the face of the moon. Maybe you're right. Perhaps. I wonder what the moon thinks of us. From up there, we must seem a mesmerizing unknown just the same. Maybe. We used to come out here and make up constellations when we were younger. Constellations? Yeah, you know, stories in the stars. Stories in the stars. Okay, so there's a ton of real constellations. Dreamed up by a bunch of skeletons. But they're boring. I see. There's stories told in pictures dotted in the stars. Ah, tales of adventures and philosophers mapped out in the sky. Exactly. Let's see if I can remember any of ours. Obviously, there's Avery, the Queen of Steel. Hey. Oh my god, I got it right as well. Avery was a powerful and beautiful woman. She was bigger than a boulder with a gaze of pure steel. With her steely vision, she could transform anything she wished into pure, glistening steel. Impressive. Yep, however, all was not well. It was not. Despite how tirelessly the people worshipped her. For her steel. She just wanted to be left alone. Why? They just didn't vibe with her. I can understand that. So in an effort to hide away from her raging fandom, she turned an entire forest to steel and took refuge within. Also a leopard called Neptune. After many blissful months of peace, despite the steeliness of her forest fortress, her followers found her and began throwing themselves once more at her steel-clad feet. Praise the Steel Queen, they would chant. One night, when the stars were glistening brightly across Neptune's back, the Steel Queen decided to end the parade. She commanded the brightest stars in the sky be turned into steel, forming a perfect image of herself in the heavens. Seeing how much larger this new Steel Queen was, her enthusiastic cult mostly left her alone. The end. I shall never look at those stars the same way. Tell me, what others do you know? Well, you've got Ralphie, the Argonaut. Ralphie, the one and only. It's the one that looks like a pelican. Why a pelican? Because she was a pelican. I see. She was also the greatest explorer to have ever lived. She explored the entire world, spreading stories and treasures between pelican nations worldwide. She brought the world closer together. A noble, pure pursuit. Well, not everyone gets to be a constellation. Of course. It takes greatness. Are there more? Let's see. I'm out of ideas. I see something. What is it? Enid. Enid? Enid. Just Enid? Should it be Enid the something? Doesn't have to be. Just Enid then. Cool. Who was she? A great philosopher. Okay, I'm on board. She was an expert in silence. Was she a monk? Perhaps. A silent monk philosopher. It was by choice, her eternal silence. But she could talk. She could. How could anyone tell? It was obvious. In place of words, she chose thought. She considered concepts so grand. She fathomed abstractions so unfathomable. Ideas so spectacular and utterly groundbreaking. That one day she literally broke the ground and was swallowed by the resulting crevasse. Okay, that was good. It is customary to stay silent when observing the Enid formation, out of respect and admiration. You've definitely done this before. I have spent a great many nights with the stars. I don't blame you. Huh, it is kind of peaceful. Oh! What is it? That thing! It is harmless. Are you kidding me? Do you know what that is? Yes? Badger! That much I can see. They're vicious beasts. This little one does not look so vicious. Oh, if only you knew. Watch your ankles. It looks more cuddly than anything. Cuddly? If you cuddled that, you'd lose an antler. Have you tried? Have you? No. Well then. Right. Let me tell you a story. Alright? So when I was a kid, I had this fluffy toy penguin named Ernest. Ernest? Yes, Ernest. Anyway, me and Ernest were like best buds. We went everywhere together. So one night, I'm losing my mind because I can't find him. My mum's telling me we'll find him in the morning. I'm a wreck. So the next day, we're in the garden and I see a wisp of white blow by. delicately dancing in the wind. It was pleasant, dreamy almost. It isn't long before I locate the source. In the bushes at the bottom of the garden, there lies sweet Ernest. Disemboweled. It was quite the scene. So my dad goes looking for evidence, trying to avenge my woe. There, behind the hedges, he unveils this demonic, frothing badger. Nestled in Ernest's remains. Nestled. I learned a lot that day. About letting go. About the bloodthirst of badgers. They're demons. You ought not to let the actions of one affect your opinion of the whole. Maybe you're right. That one was pretty harrowing, though. This one is not. What's it doing? Very little. Wandering. Plotting. There is little in the way of plotting to note. It's planning something. Trust me. Here it comes. To disembowel you, I should think. Don't say that. Goodbye, friend. It was a pleasure. Your adversary has departed. Maybe they're not so bad. They are not so bad. Maybe. I need to see some hard evidence first. I don't know anymore, dear. Do you? Do I what? Do you know? Do I know what? I don't know. Then neither do I. I'm trying to stay positive. I really am. But I can't help feeling like the universe doesn't want me here. If it did not, do you think you would be? Maybe it's nothing to do with anything. Maybe it's all random and nothing cares. I don't even know if that's worse. I guess at least then it's not intentional punishment. It's just bad luck. What is it? Wait. Oh god, I totally forgot about this place. I can't believe I forgot. It used to rain here every single time when we were kids. It's like notorious. Alright, everything I said before about things being bad, they were fine. Now they're bad. The beauty was just getting started. What? What is more beautiful than this? Literally anything else. But is anything more mesmerizing than the transformation brought by the rain? Puppies! Anything! Life would be nothing without beauty. Well, we're not going to be alive to see it! You worry about death while life ignites around you. This is the fire of beauty that rages from the earth. Serenity lay in wait to be ripped apart for the wildest form. Torrents of exhilaration pour from the sky, quakes shake the ocean to cry out. Blistering crescendo from every form of life, or thrust from rest to revel in violent beauty. Nothing sleeps while nature takes its fiercest dance. I feel like I should be terrified, but I'm not. I don't know what I feel. Have you ever seen anything like that? While I have seen storms, they're never two quite the same. I've never been anywhere near a storm like that. We're still here. Christ, now the sun's coming up. Thus lifts the veil of night, can't believe we've been here the entire night. You and I are invincible. Honestly, I don't even feel like the same person. I came out here so worried about what I'm supposed to do. But it all seems so inconsequential now. It's all so pointless. Which is actually a relief. The waves will keep on crashing after I'm gone. The trees will still be clinging on. Even if I never came back. If I never came here in the first place. That consistency is so grounding. Like, it doesn't matter what I do in the future. It really doesn't make a difference. Yeah, the ocean is beautiful. Maybe I'll be buried in it tomorrow, but it's pretty okay now. It's nice to just have that right now. I know this cliff will still be here, even if I left. Just being here, away from everything else. Even remembering that it's here. It's like soaking up a sponge with the horizon and the clouds and everything. And then just taking it away. Leaving. Knowing that it all carries on. What is it? Goodbye, stag. It's just us, Carlos. Wanna give it another shot? I I'm feeling I don't think I can describe what I'm feeling, but I want you to know that I am in fact feeling right now, and I did almost start crying, partway through that. I... Holy shit! Okay, first of all, the game's art style, I adore the game's art style. I... Oh my god, the music that was playing, the sound effects, the little animals, the like dialogue options. I Holy shit, did my character like drive away and save themselves? I didn't hear a splash in the ocean, so I'm assuming the character is still alive and that we survived and that we got them to a better emotional place. I'm really hoping so, cuz oh my god. Okay, I am I'm feeling so many things right now. I'm feeling a wild amount of emotion. Holy shit. This is such a good game. This was really good. This was really, really good. Oh my god. Okay. Um, so I definitely recommend giving the game a go yourself if you don't mind the sensitive topic it kind of goes over with the whole trying to drive off a cliff thing. Um, but I'd really recommend giving it a go and like listening to the music properly yourself and just holy shit. That's my official review, it's just holy shit. um this is my official goodbye to you all. Please remember that you can like the video, you can comment on the video if you enjoyed this kind of content, or you can give me suggestions for things you want to see me play in the future. I will take suggestions. I'm very happy to take suggestions. There is my links in the description to my other social medias and to my VODs channel and my Twitch, because I stream every Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday, unless I'm having a really bad week. In that case, and there's a bit of a delay. My Discord is also down there where you can get updates on when I post and when I go live, and to suggest ideas and just interact with the community, because we are a very fun community. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend if you have a friend that really likes creators that are very stupid. And with that, I say goodbye. Goodbye, guys.